Hey everybody, welcome to the Sleep Deprived podcast, episode 150. Oh my gosh.
You guys
Wow.
look real. Why do you guys look real? This is scary.
Why is that lady eating bug? Mika, would you eat that bug?
Yeah, you know what? I would give it a shot. It seems good enough for her, so I'm fairly open-minded.
But what if that thing starts moving around and starts in your tongue?
I don't think that would happen. I mean, I saw it on a searing.
Do bugs?
Yeah, no, they all the time.
They
Yeah,
do?
well,
Wait, do bugs have...
Yeah,
it depends.
some of them. Panda, please close your legs. I'm sorry, Panda, please close your legs. Like I'm
Oh.
looking right.
My
looking
kahunas
right
just
at
gotta... My kahunas need to breathe. You know, I was on the subreddit, and they were saying we make too many sex jokes, so I think we need to make more.
Oh, you're right.
Whoever made that post is my kind of person.
You, Mika.
You know, speaking of that, we have got a wonderful surprise for everybody.
A surprise? I don't know about a surprise. What's the surprise?
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, you know, I just thought since it was episode 150, we could pull a few strings and make some magic happen. We didn't go to China. We didn't plan a trip.
I was really looking forward to that.
I'm trying to fuck.
I just really thought we could do something special. Guys, what do we have that is special?
Wait, what's that little? You guys see that?
Oh my god.
What the?
Oh,
What? I thought he was dead.
Wait.
We saw him die, didn't we?
I thought I saw you shoot yourself! I thought I saw you kill yourself!
I saw your brains on the floor, man.
I poked your body. We confirmed it.
I took your wallet when you died. What the fuck?
Wait, you took his wallet?
Yeah, don't tell him though.
Okay, I won't tell him.
He only had like... He only had $100 in there. I thought he had more.
Are we
Yeah,
dr-
you
are
would
we
think for
joking?
like $7 million, he would have more on his
Yeah.
account. Remember when we drained the cards too? There was nothing on them.
Yeah.
He probably keeps it on an offshore account,
Oh yeah, definitely like somewhere
like on an island.
Yeah.
hey everybody, welcome back
Whoa.
to the Sleep Deprived podcast,
Oh
episode
my
150. It's me.
Oh my god!
Rejoice. Praise be. Praise be. Lisan al-Gaib.
Woo!
Lisan
al-Gaib.
al-Gaib.
Guys,
He's
it's
the real
been so
son of
long
Gabe.
since we've talked to each other.
Oh, it's been 50 episodes. My God, what have you guys even been talking about?
We've been tweaking the Schlatt AI in the gaming videos, and it was pretty convincing for a while, but
They're starting to
Yeah,
catch on. People
were
starting to get
catching
upset.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we knew we had to bring you back. Why don't you go ahead and explain how this happened?
And also explain what you're drinking.
Drinking a lot of beer right now. A lot of beer. But I'm not
No.
going to say the name of the beer in case any company wants to sponsor us at any
beer
point in the
company.
moment. Hey, this is episode 150 of the Sleep Deprived podcast. I need to be upfront with you guys. I have seen all the negative reviews come in, and boy, do they come in quite frequently as of late.
They sure do.
We didn't do that. It wasn't
Negative
that bad.
reviews. What?
No, I don't know. We've
We
been
need
getting
you back. We need you.
consistent 99% approval ratings.
In the way that Putin gets those kinds of ratings too.
I'm not going to say what we
We've
did
held
to get
fair
those ratings.
elections, and they love us.
Yeah,
The
I'm
free
sure.
market has decided that they love us, but they would love us more if you were back.
Well, who am I to say no to the free market? I'm the biggest capitalist here, closely followed
That
by
is true.
Panda, and
That is probably true. Yeah.
far away followed by you two.
Yeah, I'm probably in last.
It's like there's a diagonal line that cuts this podcast in half, and we are just on complete opposite sides of any moral alignment. But that's
I'm
what
doing
makes
this only
this
for money.
podcast great. You know, we're all in it for the money. We don't really
Yeah,
like
to some
each other or what kind of ideas the others believe in. But, you know, at the end of the day,
Money talks.
money talks, and we're back in it for the money, entirely for the money. So let me tell you how this is going to go, okay? I got a call from the higher up. You know which
Wait.
one I'm talking about. Yes.
Surely you're not referring to Peter and
Don't say his name, Mika. Don't say his name.
Pa 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 pa. the hash slinging, the slash ringing, the mash dinging. Peter MSNBC.
Peter MSNBC. He called me up on my Motorola Razr, my flip phone. And he said to me, he said, Schlatt, you need to get back on this podcast. But not only that, the content on the Sleep Deprived channel needs to be more bountiful, more beneficial for the channel. Because at the end of the day, this is a business. And if we weren't making money, we wouldn't be here to begin with. Let's be real.
I don't know. I don't know.
But I don't know if that's true necessarily.
100% true.
100% true. 100% true. If we weren't making any money, then there's no reason me or Panda would need to be here. We can talk about voting ID rights in a bit here too, if you'd like.
Okay.
So so Peter, he said to me, he said, Schlatt, we need to make this business run better. What does well? The gaming videos with you in them and you as the thumbnail and you as the title that say, Schlatt, why are you so good at this? Or Schlatt ruined our Minecraft server or something like that.
I've been catching up in the game ranking.
Your quota is done. That's what Peter also said. He said to instate a quota on you specifically. And also Peter said, Astro, you don't laugh properly.
What?
Yeah, he said Peter told me that you laugh like inverted. Like most people laugh like but you do.
And I go,
yeah.
So
he
see the comments sometimes about that.
He said to stop that immediately.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just be quiet for the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like.
I'm sorry, are you speaking over quota?
What did Peter say about me? What did Peter say about me? What did Peter say about me?
Peter said, he said you're, he actually said you're doing great, and he'd love to meet with you in person.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Sometimes you lag out at the most important part of your sentence. Okay, so hold on. The most important note is that I'm back on the podcast. That is the most important note. Sleep Deprived podcast will have me on it.
Maybe can I just quickly interrupt to tell you?
Yeah, sure. You're like 100 words over at this point. Keep going.
Sorry. It's just my note says let Schlatt explain.
Thank you. And again, guys, these notes come straight from the top. This is not any of our doings. We didn't decide any of this. So also on this notepad, I see, okay, Schlatt, there it is. Schlatt will be back on the podcasts. Big bummer. The podcasts are going Patreon only.
Oh, that's tough. Well,
Big bummer.
The economic instability just dictates that that's how things got to be. You know, with the inflation rate. I mean, think about the inflation rate, right, guys?
Times are tough for poor people.
Should we quickly mention the other thing before we get absolutely crucified in the comments?
Oh, hold on. I'm going through the list here. No need to rush me. It's not really your place in the hierarchy here. I've got the notes. There's a bunch of bullet points here. I'll probably get chewed out for not reading these, but it's just a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo about like why we're moving the thing to be Patreon only. Basically, what are you doing?
I'm just.
Whoa! What the fuck?
Whoa! Nothing. I just. Just keep going. It's big, right?
Yeah. Okay. Next set of notes here. Good news coming in. I mean, like, you can't even be upset about this note. 3 gaming uploads per week on Sleep Deprived. That's big. Clap that up.
Whoa!
Yes.
I mean, we got to clap that up. That's a big note.
Viewers?
Yes.
Viewers count.
Nice.
1,
Thank God, Peter.
So look,
2,
3. That's good.
3.
You know,
that's more than 2.
So basically what happened, and this, again, don't shoot the messengers here. Peter looked at our channel and logically concluded that the gaming videos do way better than the podcasts do, especially since I have not been there recently. He says views have declined by up to 50% in 50 episodes. Interesting.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Like a percent an episode. So Peter nixed the show from the channel. He says our time is better spent and our uploads are better spent on videos that we know will do well instead of uploading a dud every week, which fuck over the other uploads. That's what he said.
That doesn't mean like duds, like milk duds are not that bad, so that doesn't mean they're bad.
Yeah, they're still good to some people.
You like milk duds?
I prefer other candies, but
I was going to say that's a thought.
all right.
I mean, this is this is definitely a hard decision for
Peter.
Well, you know, it was not an easy decision to come to for us because we genuinely love the podcast. We love doing it, and we love the community it has formed. And unfortunately, it is just not a viable option. And so, in order for it to survive, we had to move it.
Well, let's be real. We didn't have to. We're doing it because Peter is trying to maximize shareholder value, aka his value, because he's the only shareholder. So he said to us, you know, that it would make more sense if all the videos, something about the algorithm and it doing better if you don't upload bullshit, you know. And we've seen it.
Well,
we've seen it firsthand working with sponsors and all of that. They want to see constant good posts on the channel. They want to see growth. And we think that the podcast could be a contributing factor to not that. So that's what Peter said. That's what Peter said. But the good news is that you get a third gaming upload. I mean, we're running a company, you know, like we're trying to Peter's running a company. We are paid employees. And I mean, wow, do we have a lot of employees these days? Jesus Christ, guys. Someone might have to take over.
Yeah. Well, we pay Moist a
slap him in the...
We pay Moist a salary. Moist a salary. We have to support Moist. We hired another editor, Blitz. Some of you guys have seen his work in the recent days. And we've got to support Blitz. We've got to support artists. We've got someone that manages shorts.
Riftskeen. Remember that thumbnail of me and Panda making hot tongue action? Remember that?
Oh, that was sexy. Can you guys recreate that right now?
No.
Okay.
Maybe on the Patreon.
No.
Maybe on the Patreon.
Yeah, maybe Patreon. On Patreon. Wait. So what's happening on the Patreon? Because... like, is the podcast done forever?
No, the podcast is not done forever. The podcast is actually, this was the first note. Where have you been?
Oh, did you say that already?
Yeah, the
okay.
The podcast is moving to Patreon. Bummer.
Yes. Woo!
Or if you pay $5 a month, which, I mean, let's be real, since the time we started this Patreon is worth considerably less. Thank you, Joe Biden. So it's even more humiliating if you can't afford it now, but that's neither here nor there. Yes, the Patreon will be getting the full length 1 hour cut of the podcast, and it will not be anywhere else. Let's not beat around the bush. I mean, I'm sure this half of the podcast would like to give this whole spiel about how we love you and, you know, this is for you. No, this will make us more money.
Say that.
And that's why we are doing it.
I'm genuinely a little sad that
Mika, think of the money. Mika, if you like a band to your tears, that would feel way better, you know?
Yeah.
I'm doing it for the love, Panda.
Could blot the
I'm
tears.
doing it for the love of the game.
What love?
Oh.
See ya.
Maybe it was too harsh.
Yeah, you guys need to be nicer to it.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Look,
we're all back,
we'll work
right?
on that.
Hey, Panda, I'm Mika. We love you.
Yeah, well,
Look,
can we be
there's
sincere for a moment?
We can be very sincere. The podcast was declining in viewership. We need to juice the podcast, but also keep the channel juiced at the same time. This is something we felt was the right move for us as a business, for us as trying to keep this thing going and grow as a company and as a channel with more mouths to feed and bills to pay and all of that. We felt like this is the best option. You will be losing 30 minutes of content, but you'll also be gaining better content through the gaming videos, which I mean more people like. Look at the freaking stats.
weren't even watching it in the first place. See, like, here's what's gonna happen. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, this sucks. I'm gonna miss it." But most of you guys weren't even watching it, so I don't hear any of that fake shit. Because you guys are all fake as fuck. It's gonna happen.
Astrid,
you all know I'm right.
You just did that. That's funny. You just
sorry. Ha 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 ha.
Nice. Cool.
No, you can't do this in the podcast. You weren't even watching it. I know you weren't. I know you weren't.
Yeah, you weren't even there. You weren't
Fuck
even there.
off.
The only listen. Our most devoted followers who love the podcast, they already support us through the Patreon because that's where the podcast content thrives anyways. If you're upset by this at all, you basically don't care about us one bit.
Yeah, you pretty much hate us, which is kind of weird.
Wow. Well, listen, I would like to say a sincere thank you to everyone that has tuned into the podcast and made it what it was. It was definitely a ride that I really looked forward to every week. I have very fond memories of it, and I'm very grateful for everyone that enjoyed it and supported it. All things must come to an end. It's very sad. It's very sad.
It's not ending.
Right. As in on the YouTube.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
I am going to miss some of you guys commenting on YouTube. Not everyone, because let's be real, some of you guys were very mean.
Most of them.
Yeah, most of them kind of
Some
suck,
of you guys
actually.
were very mean, but to those who appreciate the podcast and fuck with the vision, thank you guys.
And to the 50 freeloading communists that watch the podcast, I'm sorry.
Yeah, get your money up. I don't know how else to say that. You need to be an adult. I love money too. Hey, where are we right now? Where are we recording this? Who's the woman eating slugs over there?
I'm not sure what that is.
You matter, don't give up. What is that sissy bullshit written above the television?
Who is the white guy on the side? I've been asking everybody and nobody will tell me. Is it somebody's son?
I have no clue who that is. I've never seen that man in my life.
I think that's Tommy.
Tommy?
He's not allowed on the server. We won't have any Minecrafters on the server. We're basically sitting on the SDMP. This is our first. This is like our before the world starts world, where we're basically prepping. We're very excited about this. We think we're gonna have some fun, and hopefully, it lasts more than like 3 days, like the revival of Epic SMP did.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be on there.
I hope you will.
Yeah.
I fucking hope you will. I spent a lot of time on this fucking thing. Dude, this whole this Minecraft server is just going to be a fucking reaction stream. Everyone's just going to be watching their fucking televisions, not even playing the game.
It's just TikTok. We're going to form a new social media on this Minecraft server.
Yeah, that's the new wave. I mean, reactions do well across the board, and everyone loves Minecraft. It just makes sense. It's going to do well.
It does do well. And look, I mean, I'll take some of the blame for this. I was very hard on these fellas. I hate when the numbers go down and I run every channel like a
fascist.
Yeah, like a fascist. But I'm actually, when you get to know me, I'm very laissez-faire and libertarian about things.
He's nice.
Except when it comes to YouTube stats. And so expect more reactions. More Minecraft
reactions?
Wait,
yeah.
Wait,
I didn't tell you about.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't tell you about that.
I didn't see that
part.
note in Peter's pamphlet.
Guys, it's twitching.
Your eyes, or
What?
It's twitching.
oh,
No, the bug is fried, dude.
You're not
Oh,
even
yeah.
looking.
Twitching.
You're not even. He's
It's
not even
twitching.
looking at the TV.
What is he talking?
This
What
isn't-
could possibly be
Panda, Mika, that. Okay, I'm not looking at Panda.
Okay.
It's
Let's.
done.
Great. So that ends that segment. Basically, the first half of this was a big news update, and so the next half will be the rest of the podcast. I'm going to be on it now.
Yay!
Schlatt's back.
It's like
So
it's like Chuckle Sandwich where Charlie left, and then the podcast got a lot worse. But this is actually the good ending where Charlie comes back. Yeah.
Do you want to be candid about that, or?
What, Charlie leaving us in the dust and then bimbofying himself, getting a big old earring and
Big
fluffing
juicy BBL.
getting some lettuce on top of his head instead of that
Lettuce.
Nicely trimmed, nerdy look. I'm not salty about that. Oh, you don't see Charlie with the lettuce? Excuse me?
I don't know what Charlie.
He's got look at his freaking hair, dude. He's got lettuce up there. He's got lettuce
Charlie bit
now.
my
He's
finger.
got lettuce. Look up lettuce hair. Look up lettuce
I'm gonna
hair.
read that.
Is this just a very niche regional thing? Bro got the lettuce.
He looks good.
He looks good.
Yeah, he
He's
does,
doing well
and it
for
pisses me
himself.
off.
Maybe he made the right call.
Damn, dude. Holy shit. Okay.
Sorry. Well, listen, we like to have fun here.
We do. We do like to have fun, and hopefully the podcast will be this funny the whole way.
Dude, has Charlie been looks maxing?
I think he has been, like, legitimately. He probably looked up how to get. He probably went on Reddit, like r/am I hot, and then
It
just
worked.
took
Hot
all that-
Reddit in a Google search.
But it worked.
It did work. It did work. He's actually getting hotter. I see him trending every day, and the people who are talking about him are like, he's actually attractive. Like, I don't even get it. Like, he's so baby. He's an icon and all that.
He's a great looking guy. Can we just admit that?
He's not my type. I'll say it. He's not my type of guy.
Who are you into?
Less cut.
So like a twink.
Yeah, definitely that. But like a shy, like also a shy twink. Like he can't. Like Charlie's very loud, you know, and he makes jokes and things, and I just don't think that's what I'm into.
Right, you just like someone who's very like deadpan and serious.
But has a slutty side
So
that
not
only
you,
I can
yeah.
get out of them, you know.
Wow.
right, because you want to feel special.
Yeah.
Like, you want-
Who doesn't want? Excuse you. Who doesn't want to feel special?
No, I wasn't saying that
Wow.
as a bad thing. I just, it's nice to feel special.
Everyone wants to feel special.
Not me.
Not you? Why not?
Yeah, I'm a masochist.
Oh.
I took a little personality test the other day just for funsies.
What'd you get?
It's like
INFP.
Well, I am an INFP, but
Knew it.
I am 0% narcissistic, 29%.
Okay. I actually believe that, though. I actually
No,
believe
hold on.
that.
I don't.
There's more.
No one is 0% narcissistic.
0% narcissistic.
I think that's the most narcissistic thing you could say. Is
Dude, I feel like if it was anybody, it wouldn't be Mika.
I just listen.
I took this personality test and it said I was like a really
Yeah.
good person.
Like
I just want
100%
no.
alpha.
There's some problems here. I want to highlight the problems. I got.
Okay.
This is not as severe, but 29% antisocial,
Mm-hmm.
29% compulsive, 29% negativistic. Here's where things get a little more intense. So we got 43% avoidant, 43% paranoid. We've got
Okay.
86% depressive.
Oh,
and
wow.
71% masochistic.
okay.
Whoa.
It turns out I like pain more than I thought I did.
Why do you think that is?
I don't.
You got 100%.
Yeah, you like that. You like that, you little stupid.
You like that?
You know,
You like
I
that?
did one
paranoid
too.
right now?
I did a personality
No.
test, came out as stud.
Yeah, it turns out I'm 100% that.
Bitch.
You have a lot of health. How is that even? What's...
I've been in pain for so long, it's like thing bounces off me.
You learn how to deal with it. Yeah.
Learn how to deal with it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're depressed.
No, you know what? It's all good.
If I took that test, it'd probably say 0% under the depressive.
Depressed. Yeah. Well, we can't all be. Yeah, I would say, you know what? I'm a generally happy and optimistic person, despite
Really?
everything. Yeah.
It literally
Okay.
said like 70% negativistic.
It seems like you're
30,
happy like 14%
20.
of the time.
Oof. Yeah. Well, when you put it that way, that's kind of rough. But I would say, you know what? We should move on.
Okay. I just took a
Alright. Slav, what
DNA
if-
test.
Oh, yeah?
Turns out it wasn't even DNA, it was USA.
Oh, that leads to a great segue.
Really?
Who are we voting for?
Trump.
Trump.
Trump. Let's go.
I can't.
Oh, Canadian.
Oh,
Yep.
right. Yeah. Okay.
Centrist.
But if you could, obviously.
We know.
Trump.
We know. We don't even have to say it. Like, we know. Like, we're all cool here. We're all cool here.
We're all chill. Hey, wait. You know what? I am curious. Do you guys know your MBTIs?
So what if I have? It's not a big deal.
What?
That's what you get when you don't wipe off the toilet bowl at the airport.
Is that true?
Yeah. You don't set up a little padding on the toilet seat with toilet paper?
You know what though? I'm pretty sure that like putting the toilet paper on the rim of the toilet is like worse than just sitting on the toilet. You know, wipe it down.
What?
Of
What's
course,
that supposed
yeah.
to mean?
Wiping it down
What do you
just
mean
smears
by
the
that?
pee
How
and
is that
poo
worse? How is that
I don't
worse?
trust you because you're 70% masochist, so I don't
Ooh,
trust what
yeah.
you're saying.
Well, one thing for sure is like squatting above the toilet is definitely worse for you.
What?
But I'm pretty sure the toilet.
What? How
What
is
do you
that
mean?
worse?
Also, what do you mean by squatting? Like,
Don't
like you
even
climb up on it?
Don't even listen to him.
No.
He's depressed.
No, like you.
What does
do
that
a
even,
little-
Mika?
He's
If your butt doesn't touch
30%
the toilet seat,
negativistic, Panda.
I feel like this is some shit you read in an article because they want to like have a quirky headline. Because there's no way that's true. You're fucking with me. I hate being fucked with.
Panda,
I'm
do you
not
squat? Are you a
worried.
squatter?
Maybe I am.
The whole
Maybe I am.
time? You
didn't
squat
know
the
that
whole
about you.
time?
Maybe.
Okay, here. Check this out.
Data's
Using
in.
toilet paper, the data is in. Using toilet paper to prevent contact with the toilet seat has another downside, meaning there's more than one. Germs that swirl around in the toilet cubicle air, for example, during the flushing process, can collect in toilet paper.
Okay. They can also go on the fucking bowl.
No. The bowl is designed to be sterile.
No,
This is some
what?
bullshit, dude.
What the fuck
Poop
are you
particles
talking
are
about?
everywhere. Poop particles are everywhere. Okay, Mika? When I shit out of my ass into the toilet, poop particles go everywhere. I probably got some on my neck, okay? I'm probably walking around with poop on my neck, okay?
You
know?
guys are not taking into account the real villain of the
I'm not
public
going to take into
bathroom.
account the atoms in the air.
It's the faucet. The faucet and the air dryer are the real
Oh
villains
my
of the
god.
public
He's
washroom.
obviously paid for by Big Toilet.
Yeah.
You're
paid
Bro,
for by
they-
Skibbity.
the toilet
So-
paper industry and the air dryer industry both
Charmin.
pay money
Narrow-minded.
to put out studies that fuck with the other ones. And also, you're depressed. So
All I know is that putting toilet paper on the seat is not a good idea.
it's not a good idea. Get
Because
the
when you
fuck
flush,
outta
the
here.
germs are getting on the toilet paper.
No.
That's
What?
hanging
Why does that
by.
matter?
Toilet
I'm already
paper's wound
done.
up. The toilet paper's wound up.
We started talking about, Panda contracted God knows what, but I'm
It was-
trying to give. I'm trying. Boy, censor that, please. I'm trying to give Panda some peace of mind so he can use public bathrooms in peace. We're fear mongering.
I'm going
What
back
about
to the
the
bottle.
toilet paper? The toilet paper is what gives people the peace.
Listen,
I do the toilet paper. I'll be honest.
you-
I do the toilet paper.
Okay,
Just-
You
all
just
right,
you
the
just
fuck is-
created a fucking argument for not wiping your ass, Mika.
No,
Because there's
That's true.
fucking particles
That's
from other
very
people's
different.
poopy on
Yeah.
the toilet paper, and they might
very
do a little
different.
cloacal kiss when you
that's
wipe your
very
ass. When you wipe the,
different.
so I just,
Very different.
so I
Very
just, as
different.
Mikasacus,
You
I
haven't
just
heard
fucking
about-
stand
you
right up
haven't
and I
heard
let
about
my
a poop-
shit
poop
smush.
transfer?
My shit just
You haven't heard
smushes
about
all
a
in between my
poop,
butt cheeks.
Whatchamacallit?
Yeah, I spread myself with shit. I put shit all over
Poop
my skin.
transfusion. It's really good for your
What?
gut
Poop
microbiome.
transfusion?
Very-
Panda.
What? You know it's true.
Yeah.
Listen, we all lost our heads a little bit there.
Mm.
I think we could all come back to center base. Blatt, you were watching Shogun. What is that?
Oh, I love Shogun. Good segue, Mika. That was the
Thanks.
smoothest segue I've ever heard. In my one episode of doing this podcast recently, that was the best one. So I've been watching a show called Shogun, which is a
Shloki.
what? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Were
When you said Shogun, it just fit my. Yeah, sorry.
It's a TV show, kind of like a little mini series because there's no season 2. They just filmed all of it, and it's like a one and done thing. Remember that Bill Wirtz video about Japan?
Yes.
And do you remember?
Classic.
Do you remember when the emperor died and the emperor left 5 people to like rule on a council?
Oh yeah, because the sun.
Yes, because the sun. Yeah, no, because
Oh my
the sun
God.
was too young to rule. Not because the sun, but the sun is a deadly laser too.
Sun is a deadly laser.
That was from the history of the universe, not Japan.
too young to rule.
Yeah. But the son was too young, so until he's old enough, the council of 5 dudes has to rule, and there's a whole bunch of politics, and there's a white guy in the show, too, that washes ashore. Yeah, he washes ashore, looks and acts almost entirely like Sea Dog VA.
Is he Dutch?
He's English.
Interesting. I thought the Dutch had closer ties to the Japanese.
They did, and that's where the politics come in, because the Dutch were Catholic and the English were Protestant, and some of the members of the board of the regents in Japan were Catholic, and they were getting controlled by the priests, and it's like all Protestant versus Catholic, and different council members versus others, and who's going to become the shogun? And it's beautifully shot, and it's funny, and it's tense, and I love it. You guys should watch it. Seriously.
Sounds great, actually. I like when a show is a one-off, you know? They make them go too fucking long. There's like 30 seasons of every show.
Yeah, man. You know what I liked recently? The Chernobyl series, too. That was
I've heard that's good.
one. Yeah.
You know what? I didn't end up watching that one because I know how it ends.
All right, that was good. No, that was good.
It was
You know,
good. It got me
There's
to
still
laugh.
people living there.
Yeah, I've seen some videos of people living there. Like, there's one guy,
Really?
they like go up to his house and he's like, yeah, I'm not leaving. And they're like, aren't you gonna like die? And he's like, I don't know, I'm doing pretty good.
Still
And
here.
yeah, he's like, I'm still here. Like they went. He seemed like a pretty cool guy, you know.
I think it's fake
Does he-
news. I mean, he seems fine.
Yeah, I think radiation is just made up.
I mean, think about it. You don't see it, right?
Right, it's invisible.
How can radiation be real if our eyes aren't real?
Those are real. No, those are
I've
real.
seen those.
Realize, Schlatt. What does that Chernobyl guy do? Does he farm like 2-headed deer or?
He doesn't really have to do anything because like nobody like he doesn't have to pay anything because he lives like in Chernobyl, so he just like eats food.
Oh, he eats food?
Yeah,
I
that's
never
it.
would have thought he'd eat food in there. That's crazy.
He like wakes up, eats food, and just like hangs out. Yeah.
Life would just be a DayZ game. Like, I'm sure there's still shit there that you could just walk around and find, and then you have to kill like a mutant dog that chases you.
Yeah, he goes around looting buildings.
I mean, to be fair,
Tries to get better guns.
everyone else left, and like mutant dogs with 2 heads start appearing, and he's like, "Nah, nothing's wrong." What do you mean?
And if you had a mutant dog come up to you and it could talk, it had 2 heads, and it was like, hey, nice house you got there. You just like let it live with you?
And then the other one was
Like,
like, yeah, stroke my dick.
Well,
Stroke my dick.
I can't predict the personality of these dogs, but
And it's got 2 dicks. And you start
Yeah, so which
stroking
one
the
do you
wrong.
stroke?
You start stroking the
Yeah.
wrong one, and he's like,
I
"Hey,
was gonna say.
that's the wrong."
No, then he's
No, the
like,
other one. The
Oh,
other
the
head's
other
like,
one.
yeah, it's like, dude, wrong dick.
But it's like he's the right head, but he has the left dick.
Ah, so confusing.
Oh man, that's a white girl's dream.
it was just the wait, what?
Esther, you did the inhale laugh again.
I know. I was like, ha ha ha.
Oh.
Astro, I like your laugh, you know?
Thanks.
I do too. I want to let it be known. I think your laugh is very cute and you know all that. But Peter MSNBC did not.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
No.
Doesn't like it.
Didn't like it.
I think, you know what? I think I'm going to call out Peter MSNBC. I think he's wrong for this one, because think about it this way. If he's so into analytics, right?
Yeah.
Well, I just think if so many people are commenting about Astro's laugh, wouldn't you want her to keep doing the laugh for engagement?
We should actually do more controversial things.
Should we bring up the voter laws, like the voter ID stuff now?
Oh yeah, let's.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Panda, you go first.
What are we talking about? What's that?
Voter ID laws.
What does that mean?
Like it. Okay, so let's say you're voting for the next president of the United States as a citizen. What do you think if the guy comes up to you and says, "Hey, I need to see your ID"?
Like if the president himself?
No, just like if the voting booth says like, "Hey, I need to see ID before you vote."
Wait, they come up to me and do that?
Yeah. They ask for ID before you vote.
Wait. So, wait. What if I don't vote?
Then you don't. Then nothing. Then pass. I don't care.
Okay.
Okay, Mika.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this isn't really something I have to think about, living here.
Oh. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah.
Wait, yeah, no, they do need an ID.
All right. Astro, what do you think about that one?
Wait. What if you lose it?
That's a good point, Panda.
And I guess you wouldn't be able to vote.
Can I tell you about Canadian politics for a second?
Yeah, sure.
We have this system here where it's like we vote in ridings. So we have like someone represents our riding is what it's called, which is like a municipality. And when like we don't even vote for the flippin' prime minister, we vote for a representative of the riding. So it's like, let's say you want to vote one party for the prime minister, but you really just hate who's in your riding. There's like a huge area of conflict there. It causes a lot. Where did Panda go?
So you got to get it in writing. Like you send them a letter and you're like, "Hello, I'm..."
No. Oh. No, basically the sorry, Schlatt, basically the prime minister they're chosen to lead the party, but like theoretically the prime minister could lose their own riding but still end up being the prime minister. Or another thing, theoretically you could
Yeah, well, dude, if I found out that my prime minister was going to be Justin Trudeau again, I'd be riding too. Yeah. All right. Let's stop this discussion.
Let's talk about abortion.
Okay. You're up first.
All right.
This is great. I love that we're not afraid on this new improved version of the Sleep Deprived podcast to talk about the issues that really matter to Americans and Canadians.
I was watching this show the other day, and by show I mean movie. I've been obsessed with Dune 2 for weeks now. I just think it's such a great movie.
Is that the movie with the worm?
Yeah, that's with the worms, and you stick your dick in it, and it goes.
No, you don't do any of that.
Wow.
You don't do any of that. But there's you do ride the worms.
Mika, so let's set the scene. I need some vital information about captcha. And okay, I got the captcha right.
Right.
So I understand the I if I'm getting this right,
Right. Yeah.
it's this huge universe like Star Wars. In fact, Star Wars was based off of Dune. It was inspired from Dune. So it's like the OG space political like action thriller series ever made.
Exactly.
And it's set in this crazy extraterrestrial world that we can't even begin to comprehend. Like it's so different from Earth, right?
Sometimes, yeah. Well, it's because there's different planets. One of the main planets, Arrakis, is definitely vastly different from Earth.
What's Arrakis like?
It's a very sandy planet. Very little moisture, pretty inhospitable. And there's these giant worms. You have to learn how to like walk a special way in order to not get eaten by worms. There's this funny meme because it's like two of the main characters, Paul and Shawnee. They're like,
I am
hiking up
Paul.
in the desert. And you ever hear that meme of like the boop 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 boop?
Yeah, CBAT.
Yeah.
So if I'm getting this right, you have this beautiful fantasy sci-fi world that is so different than and crazy and cool and mystical. And what was the main character's name, you said?
It was Paul Atreides.
It was...
Dude,
Say that one more
character?
time. Say that one more time, his first name?
Paul.
Paul.
You
Hold
wanna know
on.
another character's name?
Yeah.
Jessica.
Duncan, Idaho. Duncan,
Yeah.
Idaho.
Duncan.
So, okay. So, one more time. Fantasy world, different planets, so unlike Earth. This is the coolest, most high-regarded sci-fi franchise in history. It inspired Star Wars. And list off the main characters' first names for me.
Paul.
I'm Paul.
Johnny.
No, Chani.
Oh, I thought it was Johnny. The whole
Johnny.
time I watched that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paul.
We've got Jessica.
Jessica.
Duncan.
Duncan, Idaho.
Duncan. Yeah, Duncan.
You know what?
Idaho.
We've also got a Stilgar. That name inspires confidence. Stilgar.
Stilgar. Yeah, that's cool. Is he
It's
one
kinda-
of Paul's relatives?
No,
Paul?
he's a Fremen.
Well, I mean, in faith, they're all relatives, you know? Stilgar loves Paul.
Stilgar loves Paul.
Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul.
He got brainwashed by this Bene Gesserit propaganda that Paul would be
Who,
their
Duncan?
Messiah. No, Stilgar.
No, Stilgar just believes in the faith. He didn't get brainwashed. He believes in the faith.
No, he is brainwashed because the faith is brainwashed. It's like propaganda.
Yeah, but not by the Bene Gesserit, right? Like
no,
he's
the
like
Bene Gesserit did it. They
what?
brain-
I feel like
Yeah.
he's like whatever. Okay, whatever.
So Stilgar, that inspires like strength. It's like Stilgar.
And then Paul, like, is there a moment where Paul like sips on a nice, refreshing Coca-Cola? I love Coke.
Does. There's actually some product placement. He holds the can right up to the camera.
Whoa.
Like, there's nothing more refreshing on a
On a
nice
Arrakis.
can of on Arrakis than a nice can of Coca-Cola.
And then he looks directly at the camera and he's like, I need to file my taxes with TurboTax.
Yeah, he actually gives somebody a Wonka bar in the film.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, he does do that. And then Kylie Jenner comes out with a can of Pepsi when the Atreides are fighting with the Harkonnen, and then she gives them a bottle of Pepsi and she's like, "Stop fighting." And
Mm-hmm.
And then Zendaya says, "What is this? Some kind of Dune 2?"
what is this?
Yeah.
Dune City?
It actually is really funny though, because everyone has names that are like artifacts of Earth, because like Earth got like overrun by AI and they all revolted the AI, and so now they just all have
Oh.
these like random artifacts. That's why there's people called like Paul or like Duncan, Idaho.
Oh, I see.
But they don't know what any of that fucking means because it's all like, yeah.
Yeah.
I
But,
see.
You know,
I thought Earth didn't even exist in this world, and that somehow, through some stroke of luck, we're still calling people Paul. Oh shit, dude! I just noticed something about my skin. My hands are gray on the bottom.
oh my god.
My hands are totally gray. I don't even have a texture on my hands. How is that possible?
Wow.
You seeing this?
Do you have any
Oh, wow.
circulation?
Wow. I might have frostbite on these.
I think you do.
on these digits.
You've been dealing with that for years and no one has said anything?
I have never heard anyone say anything about these things, and they've been
Schlatt,
gray
you know,
for years.
Jeez Louise, I feel like maybe your friends are like kind of yes men. Anyone
Maybe.
say
I mean,
anything.
you'd think even Tom Scott would probably say something.
Oh jeez.
His skin probably suffers the same fate. Wow.
Who do you guys think is better, Tom Ska or Tom Kenny?
Who's Tom Kenny?
Who's Tom Kenny?
Am I missing something?
It's SpongeBob voice actor.
Oh.
He's a Tom Kenny head. He has all the merchandise.
I love Tom Kenny.
Panda actually paid for a meet and greet with Tom Kenny.
Did you?
Yeah.
Just him and Tom.
He rubbed my belly. And he was like, and he does Gary too, so he was like, meow.
I'd want him to do Doodle Bob. I want him to do some Doodle Bob shit on me, you know?
Nice little hoy me noi.
Yeah. Hey, tune into the SDMP. I'm super excited about this new journey we're embarking on. I actually never died when I shot myself in the head, canonically.
Yeah, how did that work?
So
Maybe
I think his word quota is up.
Oh.
did Schlatt turn off?
Well, the word quota's up, dude. It sucks too, because I was gonna ask like why he hates Discord.
Oh,
Oh,
my
shoot.
god.
Well,
That doesn't count as a word. He can do that.
right.
True.
Well, genuinely, from the bottom of our hearts, I think I speak for most of us when I say we genuinely appreciate you guys. We are very grateful to have been able to do this on YouTube for so long. It has definitely brought us all together. We've made something very special here, and I'm very proud of us. You know, I'm. This is the end of an era, but the start of something new and beautiful. And we're very grateful to you guys for joining us along this journey.
Join us on Patreon.
yeah, and
Patreon.com/sleepdeprived.
just a note for everyone right before we go. I know I'm over my word quota, but I will say this right now. If more of you guys actually watched the podcast, this would not have ever happened.
Wow. Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.